Welcome back to another episode of Request Tech, where I take commanders that people ask me to talk about, and I do a deck tech with them. So let's start off with Horde of Notions. Cost Wooburg for a legendary creature elemental, so he can be our commander. He's a 5/5 with Vigilance, Trample, and Haste that you can activate an ability of paying a Wooburg, and you may play target elemental card from your graveyard without paying his mana cost. Let's see what elementals that we're going to be playing with him. Let's start with Flamekin Harbinger for 1 red mana for Elemental Shaman 1/1. Whenever Flamekin Harbinger enters the battlefield, you can search your library for an elemental card, shuffle your library, then put the elemental on top. Now that can go get us a lot of different things. Now let's see some targets that it could grab. Here's a great example. Risen Reef for 1, a green and a blue elemental 1/1. Whenever Risen Reef or another elemental enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't, put the card on the battlefield, put it into your hand. These triggers are amazing and give you land ramp and or card advantage. Now let's go ahead and start with Omnath Tribal. Here's Omnath, Locus of Creation. For a red, a green, a white, and a blue. When Omnath, Locus of Creation enters the battlefield, draw a card. Then he's got Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. If this is the first time this ability is resolved this turn, if it's the second time, add a red, green, white, and blue to your mana pool. If it's the third time, he deals 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker you don't control. Talk about an imminent presence. Here we go. And again, like I said, Omnath Tribal, Omnath Locus of Mana, 2 and a green, legendary creature, elemental, 1/1. Green mana doesn't empty from your mana pool as steps and phases end. Omnath Locus of Mana gets +1/+1 for each green mana in your mana pool. Not the best, but most definitely not the worst. Can take advantage of his mana not emptying and going big or playing big spells later. This Omnath is Locus of the Royal. 1, a green, a blue, and a red, legendary creature elemental, 3/3. When Omnath Locus of the Royal enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals you control. Since we're playing Elemental Tribal, that's probably going to be a bit. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target elemental you control. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. Last but not least of the Omnaths, Omnath Locus of Rage. 3 red, red, green, green. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. Whenever Omnath Locus of Rage or another elemental you control dies, Omnath deals 3 damage to any target at 5/5 for 7 mana. Not the best, but we're going to be playing some ramp spells in here. But this is all I got for today. Y'all have a great day. Like, follow, and comment.